Start with something easy.
Okay.
What does Canada mean to you?
Wow.
Canada is actually a home.
It's my life now.
My home. Everything to me.
Everything.
Well, it was a stressful situation I was in.
You started feeling like there was no hope.
We lost our house and we sold our car to stay alive.
اللي جبرني كان حالة القتل والخطف.
Thousands of people, they died.
All that genocide and war crimes, and I just want to be away from all that.
We literally left with a backpack on our shoulders and very few small possessions.
I was a Syrian refugee.
I was a refugee from former Yugoslavia.
From Togo.
Western Sudan.
بغداد العراق.
I'm not a refugee anymore.
I am new Nova Scotia.
And now I'm a Canadian.
And now I'm Canadian.
No one wanted to be a refugee. It was not my choice because I loved my family, my country.
I was quite an established businessman there.
I was a student studying architecture engineering.
You go to work and coming back, you may not reach your house.
About 15 of my classmates died during the war.
There was lots of shooting and airplanes and bombing and villages burning, and so when people fled, they fled because they were worried about their safety. But once we started driving, just trying to get away from that madness, we realized that there is a sea of refugees trying to flee, and potentially that there is no way of going back or that we will ever go back.
So I was a refugee for 16 years.
In the refugee camp, there was no security. It was always fear, stressful. I didn't have a hope. I was always waiting to die.
There was no futures or no dreams. The situation was very bad.
So it really didn't matter to us where we are going, as long as there is opportunity or chance to start anew or have a life, do something. Being 16 and being a teenager living through the war, it always just felt like I missed a lot of what I guess as a youth, as a young person, I assumed life is supposed to be like. When they called us from the embassy and they told us we are going to Halifax, Nova Scotia, I was kind of confused. Where is even Halifax, Nova Scotia located? So the first thing I did is go look on the map.
I said, what? What am I going to do in Canada? I don't have any English.
We were so afraid, like we don't know the culture. Maybe something we do it normal and back home, maybe that's not normal here.
I remember having a hole in my stomach for months and months and months and months. It was just fear of the unknown.
My mind was like running. I was always feeling like I am running inside, but I am still here.
The first couple of years, the winter was very tough. I used to put in three winter jackets. So it was kind of fun, but also it was challenging.
At the beginning, there is lots of that refugee has to deal with. All the things we have seen and done have been done to us, the loss, the sadness. On the other side, the happiness that you're now here.
وبكيت بصراحة، بكيت من الفرح إنه قدرت أوصل أولادي لبر الأمان.
I was so excited. I think that all my dreams will came true in Canada.
This is the country I stay only 10 years. I achieved more than the country where I spent 30 years.
It's a privilege to be in Canada. We owe it to Canadians for welcoming us.
They bring people and they change their life. Not many countries do this.
I am very, very proud. I am living in Canada. I love Canada. Thank you for Canada.
I say to myself, Canada is a country of immigrants, so we are not going to be discriminated against.
A guy once, he said all brutal words and, you people are refugees, and I know you women, refugees women are prostitutes, and you're this and you're that, and
There's always a bit of something going on, not because of how I look, but as soon as I open my mouth and people hear my accent.
Or either they are asking me all the time what I'm saying, or they completely avoid looking at me. People don't notice that they do that. And that happens very often. And that hurts.
But at this point, I've been living in Canada 20 years. I married a Newfoundlander. I have 2 Canadian-born daughters, and this is where I belong. But just because I have an accent, people, immigrant, automatically go there. Is almost as the only description of who I am.
You don't know who I am. Yeah.
They should not think that refugees are bad because they are coming from wars.
فأفضل نفسي وإياكم الجميع أنه يبحث على بقية الثقافات، على بقية اللغات، على بقية هاي النقطة. لا، مو كل مسلم إرهابي.
The Syrian people are very friendly like Canadian.
There are more commonalities than differences, and those differences are very enriching. Those differences make the life very, very interesting.
stop calling them refugees.
Replaced the word refugees with newcomers.
If you're told that as soon as you arrive in Canada, you are no longer a refugee, then I think we should change our language.
Advice I would give to Canadians to make any newcomer or refugee welcome is to really genuinely just want to meet them as a person, as a human. Learn about them, their interests, their loves, their dreams. Want to share a cup of coffee or go for a walk or introduce them to new things.
They are simple things.
Take people out and show them how to use a bus. Show people how to buy groceries in Canada. Show people how to get to the food bank. Everyone has different role they feel comfortable to do.
There was a woman who came and invited us for dinner. Her daughter was going to school with my daughter. And she knew that we just moved into the neighborhood. That was wonderful. I never forget that.
Don't try to save them, rather like focus on their strength and kind of help them to build their own strength and help themselves.
هي أكو صدمة ثقافية. كل ما يكون عندهم سعة وصبر عليهم هاي كلش مهم.
By seeing the good heart Canadians they are showing the refugees, they will take a step from refugee life to become a positive Canadian.